A lot of people have been talking about lockdown being a wrong move in our COVID strategy, COVID control and retention strategy. But then let me explain why. Why a lockdown is the best way to control spread of COVID. See, whether lockdown or not, we'll have to let people do things which are required to sustain life. For example, buying provisions, buying vegetables, buying milk, whatever. So the virus, it's not as if the virus needs a lot of time and a lot of exposure to infect a person. The virus will definitely contact every person, whether lockdown or no lockdown, one way or the other. See, what we could try and do is prevent substantial exposure by use of masks, social distancing and sanitizing, whatever. See guys, you cannot prevent being exposed to the virus. It will definitely reach out and touch you. What we can do is control substantial exposure. And to control substantial exposure, lockdown is not the way. If you lock down, what's going to happen is the economy, which is already on the brink of collapse, will finally collapse, leading to more suicides and more deaths due to reasons other than COVID. Could be stress, poverty, depression, suicides, whatever. So the best way out right now is to enforce the measures which can prevent substantial exposure. Wearing masks, social distancing, and sanitizing. We should never ever think of another lockdown which could be catastrophic, which is a small word, which is the least way to put it across to you. It could be worse than catastrophic. So the way out is only to prevent substantial exposure by using masks and other SMS, as is popularly known. But exposure is for sure. Every single individual would be exposed. And as we know by now, most people are resistant to the SARS-CoV-2 virus if they are not exposed substantially. If they are exposed nominally, which I'm sure every single individual has already been exposed nominally, it may not affect people with a good immunity. So what are we doing right now? We're trying to lock down, which will not prevent nominal exposure and which is not required to prevent substantial exposure. And in the process, driving people to poverty, stress, strain, depression, suicides, whatever, for no point whatsoever. So the way out is just to prevent substantial exposure by SMS. Lockdown is unthinkable, impractical, infeasible, catastrophic at this point of time. Okay? There's an old dictum in Malayalam which, when translated into English, would go like this: you should not burn down the house to kill a rat. That's all what I would like to say. Thank you very much.